Yes.
Yeah. So we have completed that. Let me start sharing my screen. Yeah. So we have completed 3.24. Yes. Yes or no?
So do we have a market value in this, sir?
No need. No need.
Okay.
Only marginal cost you have to calculate. Yeah. Only marginal value you have to calculate. Okay. Yeah. So we have done 3.24. I know that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 3.25 we will do one more problem on the same method. Some of you may have not understood it. Again, that's why I'm doing one more problem on the weighted marginal cost of capital. Yeah. So I request any one of you to please read question number 3.25.
Using the data in question 3.22, define the marginal cost of capital scheduled from the firm if it raises rupees 280 million next year, given the following information. First, the amount will be raised from equity and term loans in equal proportions. Second, the firm expects to retain rupees 40 million earnings next year. Third, the additional issue of equity stock will fetch a net price per share of rupees 250. Fourth, the debt capital raised by way of term loans will cost 12% for the first rupees 100 million and 13% for the next rupees 40 million. So you're on mute. So you're on mute.
Yeah, please, sorry. Yeah. Okay. 3.25 is actually based on 3.22. So 3.22, have you done the problem? We have done, right? We have done it. I know that.
Yes,
we have done
sir.
in the class. So the same problem based on that. It's a continuation. You can think it as a continuation of 3.22. It's a continuation of 3.22. So he's asking us to calculate the marginal cost of weighted marginal cost of capital. If the defined marginal cost of capital scheduled for the firm, if they want to raise 280 million. So how much they had earlier? How much capital they had? We will just look into it. Yeah, 3.22 is here. Not so far away.
10 crore.
Totally they had earlier 800 crore. But this 800 million is not sufficient for them. Got it? So they want more money. Maybe they want to expand the company, or they want to tap the new market, or they want to launch a new product, or they want to diversify. We don't know. The data is not given for us, but the company wants to raise more money because this money, whatever they have, is not enough. So they want more. Maybe they want to have a new project. Okay. So how much they want to raise now extra apart from 800 million?
280 million.
280 million.
Yeah, Vishal is asking about homework. Yes, Vishal, I remember. After 3.25 question, we will discuss about homework. Thank you for reminding. Yeah. So 280 million they want to raise. So this is your marginal cost of capital. So what is the marginal cost of capital for raising 280 million? We have to calculate. So he has given further details. How are they going to raise? Whether they're going to issue equity or debt, whatever. Okay. So you can see here, the amount will be raised by, one is equity, other one is they're going to go for debt. Debt again in the form of term loan. Term loan is also a debt. Okay. So term loan they're going to raise. Again, what is the proportion of equity and debt?
Equal 50%, sir.
Equal. That is 50% equity, 50% debt. That is what they're going to raise. Then the firm expects to retain 40 million earnings next year. That means out of whatever is equity, we will calculate that now in just few minutes. So whatever equity, in that 40 million, you have to keep it aside for retained earnings. Next, the additional issue of share equity stock will fetch a net price of how much? What will become your equity share price now? 250.
140 into 250.
Yeah. No, I'm not asking about the total value. I'm just asking the per unit share. per share will be 250. How much was earlier? We will just go back and check. Yeah, 3.22 is here. How much was
260.
earlier? The market price of share. Are you able to see? I'm highlighting it.
So 260
260. Now it has increased or decreased?
decrease.
Decrease, sir.
260 has become now 250. So there's a 10 rupees, there's a decrease. Okay. That is always like that only, students. You can even see in the reality of the capital market also, whenever the company goes for more debt. So what happens is the expectation of the equity shareholders will increase. And by that, what happens is your stock price also will fall down. Got it? Yeah. But anyways, you are going to learn that more about that in the portfolio management next semester when you're taking your elective as finance. We'll be learning that. Okay. So 250, the price will become 250 now. And what about the dividend? What about dividend? How much will be dividend? Because I need to calculate the cost of equity now. So I need dividend value. I need growth value. I need PE. PE, anyways,
What is
250, I know.
3, sir? 3, sir.
Pardon me?
So dividend is 3, sir. Old value.
Yeah, where it is given?
Previous question.
Given in previous question only. You can see there, dividend per share. He is not talking anything about dividend per share. That means the dividend per share will remain same. It will not change. Then what about the growth rate?
10%, sir.
Growth rate will be 10%. Only your PE will change. So when we are calculating the cost of equity, students, please remember that data. Okay. So 3 rupees is D1 and G is 10%. Please remember. I hope you all are in. You have a good memory power. Please remember. Or else all of you have the question bank. You can also cross check it. Yeah. And then what about the debt? How are they going to raise? So how much is 50% of 280?
140.
140. So 140 will be raised by debt. That is term loan. So how much they are going to raise? How many term loans they are going to take? 1 or 2?
So 12%.
They're taking 2 term loans. One is how much is the value of term loan?
12%
10%.
Yeah, out of 140, 100 million. And the what is the interest rate for this 100 million term loan?
12%.
12%. And what about remaining? How much is remaining? 40 million.
40 million.
So 40 million, how much is the interest rate?
13%.
13%. Clear? Yeah. Did you understand the question? So there's always
Yes.
a link between your previous question and the current question. So that's how it will be given. Clear, student? Did you understand? Any doubt in the question? Shall we go to the solution?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So keep the data in mind, and all of you have the question bank. So please keep it open and refer it again and again. Yeah. So this is your solution sheet for question number 3.25. That is weighted marginal cost of capital. 3.25. So reference question number is 3.22. So what is the first thing you have to do? First, we have to calculate individual costs before increment. So already we have done that calculation. So I'm not doing it. We will take as it is what was there earlier. I will open that sheet also, where we have done the calculation of cost of equity and debt, everything. So earlier we had, this is student question number 3.22. So cost of debt we had 8%, 8.04%. KP was 11.84. K was 11.15. KR was also 11.15%. And the term loan was 9.24. So we will take that only. This will become your cost before increment. I'm just copying it there. I'm just writing there. This you have to write because you have to show how much the increment has happened in the cost. Let us to compare and see. That is why you have to write this. Okay. Next, what is the next step? What do you do now? Now we have to calculate the incremental capital. That means we have to calculate how much is equity, how much is debt, and how much is return earnings. All those things we have to calculate. So total for how much they are raising, students?
280
Total how much
million.
they are raising?
280 million,
280 million. So how are they going to divide this?
50% equity and term loan.
Yeah, 50% term loan, 50% equity. Okay, so how much will become? So 50% of 280 is how much?
140.
140 will be equity and 140 will be debt or term loan. Okay, the 140 million equity, 140 million debt. That is term loan. Clear? Next, we have to show how this 140 will be divided in the, this is your equity part. How will they raise the equity?
Sir, equity is 100 and return is 40 million.
Pardon me? Yeah. So this is equity part. This is the term loan. I'm just writing it clearly so it will be, you will not have any doubts. So term loan 140, how we are going to divide now again. So how much they're telling return earnings?
40 million,
40 million. So if you remove 40 million from 140, how much is remaining?
100 million.
This will become 40 million return earnings. So remaining is 100 million. That will become your equity shares. Did you understand? Did you understand the
sir.
classification? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next is term loan. So how many term loan they are taking? Two term loans. What is the first term loan?
100 million with 12%.
What is the interest rate?
12%.
12%. Remaining is how much?
40 million,
40 million. What is the rate?
13%.
So see, student, whatever I am doing in the Excel, you have to do this also in your answer sheet when you are writing exam. Okay, then only you will get full marks. Okay, that is why I am teaching you very slowly. So this you are supposed to do this also. Okay, you need to draw this. Okay, and then you have to show it clearly. Clear? Understood? After
Yes, sir.
this, what are the next step? I'm asking next step because I already taught you this one problem in the Monday's class. What are the next step?
Find the calculation
Find
of
the
cost of
cost.
equity.
Yeah.
Cost of
Now we
equity.
have to calculate the individual cost for incremental capital. So KE, we have which formula will be using?
D by P plus G.
Dividend
Growth.
Growth formula.
Yeah, dividend yield or dividend growth or CAPM, PE ratio. It is growth formula is correct. So how much is D?
3, sir.
3. And PE
250.
and G
10%.
10%.
10%. Already we
0.1.
discussed. So thank you. I know your memory power is very good. Yeah. So 3 divided by 250 plus 0.1. That is 10% is the growth rate. So kindly calculate.
So 0.112.
0.112 is correct. Next. Yeah. How much percentage?
11.2.
11%.
11.2%. What about KE? KR. How much will be KR?
Same, sir.
The same.
11.6%.
Whatever is for cost of equity. Very good. Next, you have to calculate term loan 1. What is the formula?
I into 1 minus T.
Yeah, I into 1 minus T. So how much is I?
12%.
0.12.
Yeah. So remember this. Term loan 1 is 12%. Term loan 2 is 13%. And what is the tax rate?
34%.
Where it is given, it's not given in the question.
It's a previous question.
Previous question.
Yeah, we have to refer the previous question and check the cost. So tax rate, that is 34%. Is it visible, student? You are able to see 34%. Fine. Okay, so we will take T as 34%. So I is 12%, that is 0.12 into 1 minus 0.34. So calculate
So 0.0792.
0.0792. So what is the percentage?
7.92%.
7.92%. Yeah. Now T2 also we will take the same formula. So I will be how much now?
13%.
13%.
13%. That is 0.13 into 1 minus 0.34. So calculate
0.0858.
0.0858.
58.
Nothing but 8.58%. Okay. So this is your next step. Third step is calculating the individual cost of incremental capital. Okay. Next. What are the next step? Last step.
Table.
Next step is not table. What is the step? What are you going to do in the table?
Find the
Find the total
marginal
cost.
cost.
We have to calculate now the weighted marginal cost of capital. So all of you draw the table quickly. Done. Shall we start, student? All of there, all of busy in drawing.
Done, sir.
Yeah. So first one is what? Equity capital. Write down first one, equity capital. How much is the amount of equity capital?
100 million.
100 million. Then return earnings, how much?
40 million.
40 million.
Next,
100 million. 12%.
12% term loan.
term how much?
100 million.
100. Next,
13% term
13%.
loan.
hmm,
40
40
million.
million.
yeah. So totally
280 million.
280 million. All of you got it, students? Yes or no? Next, how to calculate the weights?
So the particular amount divided by total.
Yeah. For equity, if you want to weights, for equity capital, take the amount divided by total capital. That is 100 divided by 280. So please calculate.
0.357.
0.357. Next, 40 divided by 280.
0.142, sir.
0.
142.
Yeah, correct, Sanjeev. 0.142.
28, sir.
28,
28, sir. 3.
428.
1428. Okay. Next,
0.3.
357.
0.
357.
Yeah, 0.357. Next, 40 divided by 280.
0.129.
0.129.
0. How much you got? 0.
So 1428, sir.
Yeah, I think I have to increase the decimal. Yeah. So approximately you get 29, right? I think next digit is how much? More than 5.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So 5 or more than 5, you can add it to next number. Okay. So total is how much?
1.
Total should be 1 only. Then cost, already we have done the calculation.
So
of
can it be 0.999, sir?
Pardon me?
Instead of 1, can it be 0.999?
Yeah, that was almost 1 only, right? No problem.
Okay. Okay.
Next, cost we will take as it is. Whatever we have done the calculation of cost. Just to remind you, KE we got 11.2%, KR 11.2, T1 we got 7.92, then 8.58. I'm going to write same thing here. Yeah, so 0.112 and then 0.112 for return earnings. Okay, term loan 0.0792 and second term loan 0.0858. Okay, Next, what is the next step? How to calculate weighted cost?
Cost into weight.
Cost.
Yeah, so please calculate 0.357 into
Zero.
112.
0.0399.
0.0399. Nothing but it is 4. 0.04. Yeah.
Yes.
Next.
Second one 0.01600.
Yeah. What about others? Nobody is telling answer. Only you're telling.
Yes, sir, same.
Same. Okay. Next. 0.37.
0.0282.
0.028.
0282.
0.082. Okay. Next.
0.012.
0.012 is correct. Okay. Yeah. Now total it.
0.09653.
0.09653. Okay. What about others?
0.095, sir.
0.095.
0965.
0.09655.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. 0.0964 I got. Okay. 55 also is fine. So how much is your WMCC? WMCC is 9.65. That is 9.65%. Okay, 9.65%. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you understood how to calculate weighted marginal cost of capital. So I'll give you the homework today. Today's homework will be the next question. What is the question number next one?
3.26.
26. And the answer also is there here. Earlier answers were not there, but at least this question answers are there. Please try. Can you try it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here is telling how much they are raising now. 450 million. They want to raise 450 million. And what is the proportion between equity and debt?
2:1.
2:1.
2:1. So how do you calculate that?
Sir,
2:1.
450 into 2 divided by 3.
Yeah, once again, come again. Somebody said something.
So total into 2 divided by 3.
450 into 2
Yeah.
by 3.
450 divided by
2 by 3.
450 into 2 by 3.
what will you get? That will be
300
term loan or
That'll
equity?
be equity.
The equity, sir.
Yeah, and term loan?
1 by
450
3.
into 1 by 3.
Yeah, 450 into
150.
1 by 3 will give you the debt. Okay. And then return earnings, out of whatever you get in the equity, you have to keep it aside 80 million for retained earnings. And the stock price will become how much? 75. How much was earlier? You just cross check with 3.23 and then we will see that 75. And then term loans, they're taking 2 term loans. So 11% one term loan, that is 100 million. And the remaining amount, whatever is the remaining amount you calculate, that will be 12% interest rate. And that your answer should be 16.05. 16.05. Okay, you have to get, you will get it. I have tried it and its answer is correct. So please check this answer and yeah, okay. Can you try this? Question number 3.26 as homework.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somebody is asking some question. I'm not able to see your name. Sir, one doubt. When to use percentage? When not? Who is this? Melvin Matthew. Yeah.
Sir, Mebin Matthew, sir.
Yeah. What is your doubt?
Sir, when to use I percentage and when to use in decimal, sir?
In the formula.
Yes, sir. Like for this question, we have taken 13% as 0.13. For the
Yeah,
homework
yeah.
question, we have taken directly 13.
Or was it for term loan or for a debenture?
I think debenture, sir.
Yeah. So debentures will have face value. So remember, whenever you have face value, you have to multiply with the dividend rate, and then you will get the amount you will get. How much is the dividend amount you will get? That amount you have to supposed to write. In case they are not given face value, what you will do? In that case, you take directly the interest rate. Similarly, for example, term loan will not have face value. Clear? Understood? There is no face value for term loan. It is not a negotiable instrument. Term loan is not a negotiable instrument, so it will not have face value. So I will take directly 12%. Got it, ma?
Yes, sir.
Even for preference shares or even for debentures, only one thing is you are actually expected to write I the amount value. How much is the interest amount, not percentage. For that, what the question they have to give you is the face value. If face value is not given, then you cannot calculate that. In that situation, kindly use the interest rate only or dividend rate only. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me, or did I confuse you? Understood, right?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So when to use, when not to use. Even for debenture and in preference share, actually they're expected you to calculate the amount only, but sometimes they won't give you face value. So normally the dividend rate or interest rate is always calculated on face value only. If face value is missing, then directly you can take the percentage. Yeah. Yeah, Melvin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So please do 3.26 as homework. And I gave you yesterday 2 homeworks. Our friend has reminded us, Vishal already. 3.25, 3.26. I gave you the homework. 3.26, I didn't give homework, no?
No, sir. Only
Only
3.23,
one
sir.
question.
Only one.
3.25, I think, no?
No,
Two,
sir.
three.
2.5 is solved now, sir.
Sir, I
Only
have,
2.3, sir.
2.3 you were done. Yeah.
sir, I have a doubt regarding the percentage. So, sir, if the face value is not given, then only we are converting it into the decimal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if the face value, if it is given, then we are directly taking the percentage value.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
See, for this question, for example, 3.2, he has given the face value. You can calculate the interest amount or dividend amount you can calculate. If it is not given, for example, some questions he has not given. I think when we did the first question, he has not given the face value. You can see, for example, this question, 3.21, face value is not given. So I cannot calculate. So I have to use percentage only. And this question he has given, so I can calculate. So it depends on question to question. Okay. Even I think even this question, you see, we are done in the beginning. This question also doesn't have face value. This question also doesn't have face value. 3.17 also. I think 3.17 only has given for equity share he has given, but preference share he has not given. Clear? Yeah. So let us go for homework answer. Homework was if I'm right, it is 3.22, right? Or
2.3, sir.
2.3.
2.3, yeah. 2.23. How much you got the answer? Have you got this answer? Answer already there.
Value 12.85.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So already has given you KD, KTL, KP, and KE, KR. All of you got these answers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Don't take it correctly. Don't take it directly. You have to calculate and check, because in exam they won't give you the answers. If you only for question bank you'll get. All of you got it. Then how much you got the division of equity share and return earning? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1,806.
It's also correct. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then this is your answer. Have you got this?
Yes, sir.
12.86 book value.
Yes, sir.
12.85 is also correct, right?
8.5.
Even I got 12.847 I got.
Yes, sir. Even I got that.
Yeah. Decimals, when your decimals are there, the nearest number only we will take for your answer. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, there is a degree of freedom will be there even for when we are using decimal. Yeah. Then market value, did you get 7.5?
Yes, sir. 7.5.
Yeah, I got exactly 7.5. All of you got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other homework we have given, Vishal?
Sir, I already done 3.25 and 3.26.
But I didn't give homework for that.
Sir, already done.
Okay, good. Okay, so today's homework, what is the number? 3.26. All of you please do it. And now we'll go to question number 3.27. Yeah, so I request someone to please read.
As the financial analyst of a large electronics company, you are required to determine the WACC of company using BV weights, MV weights. The following information is available for your perusal. The company's present BV capital structure is debentures, rupees 100 per debenture, rupees 8 lakhs. Preference shares, rupees 100 per share, 2 lakhs. Equity shares, rupees 10 per share, 10 lakhs. Total is 20 lakhs. All these securities are traded in the capital markets. Recent prices are debentures rupees 110 per debenture, preference shares rupees 120 per share, and equity shares rupees 22 per share. Anticipated external financing opportunities are rupees 100 per debenture at par, 10-year maturity, 11% coupon rate, 4% flotation cost, sales price rupees 100. Rupees 100 preference shares redeemable at par, 10-year maturity, 12% dividend rate, 5% flotation cost, sale price rupees 100. Equity shares rupees 2 per share, flotation cost, sale price 22. So scroll down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sale price 22. In addition, the dividend expected on the equity share at the end of the year is rupees 2 per share. The anticipated growth rate is in dividends is 7%, and the firm has the practice of paying all its earnings in form of dividends. The corporate tax rate is 35%.
Okay. Yeah. So this is again we have to just calculate now WACC only, like earlier we used to do before. Okay, before the marginal weighted cost of capital. So WACC you have to calculate, and then he is asking us to calculate using book value weights and market value weights or proportions, and he has given us the data. Okay, so he has given debenture. How much is the debenture now? Total capital of debenture
8 lakhs.
8 lakhs, and one share is 100. So one debenture is 100 rupees. So how many debentures they issued? Can you calculate?
8,000.
Yeah, how you got 8,000?
So 8 lakh
Lakh
divided by 100.
Yeah, 8 lakhs total amount divided by per unit, that is per debenture. So 8 lakh divided by 100, you'll get how much?
8,000.
8,000 will get. Similarly, preference shares, 100 is per share, that is the face value, and total is 2 lakh. So that means how many shares have issued?
2,000.
Yeah, divide 2 lakhs divided by 100. How much you'll get?
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, you'll get 2,000. 2,000 shares they have issued, and one share is 100. Next, equity shares, 10 lakhs.
1 lakh.
Shares. 10 lakh is the amount. Equity capital amount is 10 lakhs, and one share is 10 rupees. So how many equity shares
1
we
lakh
have now?
1 lakh.
1 lakh shares.
Is 1 lakh shares. Just remove 1 0. Okay. So totally 1 lakh shares. Should understand this, how to calculate the number of shares or number of debentures using face value. You can calculate the total capital, student, they have is 20 lakhs as of now for this company, and he has given us the securities are traded in the stock market or in the capital market, and these are the current market prices. So debenture is 110 per debenture, preference share 120, equity share 22 per share. Okay, tell me now why he has given this data, where you'll be using this data?
While selling those
For the
shares.
next year, sir.
For the next year? No. Okay. To calculate WACC, where you'll be using this, I'm asking. Why this data is required for you?
Market value.
Market.
Yeah, very good. For calculating market value. And then anticipated financial opportunities they are given. So 100 per debenture at par, 10 years maturity, 11% coupon rate, 4% flotation cost, sale price is 100. Okay, that means he has given the what opportunities they have. Then 100 preference share redeemable at par, Then 10-year maturity, 12% debenture rate, dividend rate, 5% flotation cost, and sale price is 100. And equity share 2 per share, and flotation cost, 2 rupees per share is the flotation cost, and sale price is 22. Okay, so in addition, the dividend expected on the equity share at the end of the year 2 per share. The anticipated growth rate is dividends is 7%, and the firm has the practice of paying all the earnings in the form of dividends. The corporate tax rate is 35%. It's actually a very simple one. It may look little complicated question, but it's not. Okay, so he is just asking you to calculate WACC, okay, for book value and market value, and these are the data they are given here. So this data is given for you to calculate what? Market value, and this data is given for you to calculate what? Can someone tell me why this
Book
data?
value.
Entire this data, this why has given this data to calculate what? From this, what you can
Book
calculate?
values.
Book value?
Equity of debenture, equity of preference.
Yeah, that is individual cost of capital. Okay, so this data is given for you to calculate the, say for example, debenture. So debenture, what is the formula? I into 1 minus T plus RV minus SV divided by N, and whole divided by RV plus SV divided by 2. So here, how much is I now?
11%.
11%. Will you write 7% or rupees?
So 11.
Rupees 11. Because
11.
I can calculate in amount. Amount I can calculate because I know face value is 100 per debenture. So 100 into 11%, how much will get?
11.
Yeah. Anyways, we will simultaneously do it. So or else it will eat up our time. 1 minute. 3.27, right? Yeah. So 3.27. So first you have to calculate the individual cost of capital. So what formula I'm using? I already narrated the formula. Same formula I'll be using. Yeah. So I know I is how much?
11.
11.
11.
Then what I need? RV. How much is RV, students? Redeemable value? Redemption
100.
100 only, because he has not given any data about redemption. So normally it will be redeemed at face value. So 100. Then SV. How much is SV?
100.
100 is wrong.
110.
The 96, sir.
96.
110. Why you got 110?
No, sir, we have to minus the flotation cost.
Yeah. So please don't forget. I think we have done in the earlier classes. We have done this. So please refer your notes. So we have to minus the flotation cost. That is 100 minus 4. 4 is what? 4% of what you're going to calculate. 4% of what you're going to calculate. Four percentage of the sale value or sale price. So 100 into 4% will be 4 rupees. So how much will be your sale value now?
96.
96.
And N is how much?
10.
10 years. Okay. We'll substitute that in our equation. Yeah. So 11 into 1 minus 0.35, it is a tax rate, 35%, and 100 minus 96 divided by 10 divided by whole divided by 100 plus 96 divided by 2. So please simplify.
0.077, sir. Total answer.
0. No, don't tell me total. Tell me the numerator and denominator separately.
Sir, 7.15 plus
7.15 plus
0.4.
0.4.
7.15 plus 0.4 and denominator
Divided by 98.
98.
8.
That's correct. Yeah. So now you add and divide again.
0.077. 0.077.
Yeah. 0.077 you're going to get. That is nothing but how much percentage?
7.7.
7.7%.
Yeah. 7.7%. Clear? Understood, student? Cost of dividend? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So KP. So how to calculate KP? Can you tell me? Anybody can
D
tell me
plus
the
RV.
formula by
D
heart?
plus
D plus
D
RV minus
plus
SV.
RV minus SV.
Then that's all.
RV minus SV divided by N, the whole divided by RV plus SV divided by
Yeah.
2.
See, remembering formula is very easy because the formula is same only. Only thing what will be changing? The preference share will not have interest. They will have they will have dividends, and preference share will be paid after tax only. So they no need to calculate 1 minus T. Okay. So everything is same except I 1 minus T or to remove it. This is my formula. So let us see now what is the dividend rate. What is the dividend? Dividend rate is
12 rupees, sir.
12%. So how much is dividend amount?
12 rupees.
Into 12%. How much will get?
12, sir.
12 rupees. Then RV how much?
100.
100.
100. Because nothing is told about redemption, so we'll take it as a face value only. SV?
95.
Yeah. How we got 95?
Minus flotation cost.
5% of float.
Yeah. 5% is flotation cost. Yeah. So we will get how much? 100 minus 5. That is 95. So I'm going to substitute that. What are we discussed already? So now you calculate. Any doubt in the substitution? What I have done now in the Excel?
So
Yeah. Okay. So calculate the denominator first. How much you're going to get?
12.5.
12.5 and numerator
97.5.
97.5 is correct. Yeah.
0.128.
0.14.
128.
8.
128 is correct. Yeah. Nothing but how much?
12.82.
12.82%. Clear? So which is costly? Preference share or debentures?
Preference share.
Compare the percentage, no, 7.7 and 12.8. So preference share raising fund by issuing preference share is more costlier than debentures. Why debentures actually looks very less? Because of tax only. For example, if you remove 1 minus T tax, if you calculate pre-tax, it also be more. Okay. So why they are looking very less? Because it is getting tax benefit. Okay. That's why it looks cheaper. Next is KE. What formula will be going to use for KE? By looking at the data, what they given?
So D1 plus P plus G.
Yeah. We're going to use D1 divided by PE plus G. Correct, students? So how much is D? How much is PE? How much is G?
So D1 is equal to 2.
D1 is 2 rupees per share. Okay. Growth
And
rate is
P
how much?
is 0.07.
Yeah. And what is the market price?
So 22, sir.
22. So market price 22. If you write directly, it is wrong. 22 is wrong. You're going to take.
Sir, 2 per share less 2, sir.
Yeah. See here.
I think
This you have to consider when you're calculating the PE. So there's a 2 per share flotation cost. So you have to minus rupees 2 from 22. How much you'll get?
20.
22 minus 20 you have to do. Okay. Let us substitute now. 2 divided by 20 divided by plus 0.07. How much you'll get?
0.17.
0.17. Others?
Yes, sir.
0.17.
Yeah, 0.17, nothing but 17%. 17% is your cost of equity. Okay, so cost of equity is 17%, KP is 12.2, 82, and 7.7 is KD. Again, among these three, which is costly?
The equity.
KP only. Yeah, KP is actually very costly. But KP has a lot of benefits when they are issuing the cost of, when they're issuing using that. Okay, yeah. So let us now quickly calculate. All of you know how to calculate weighted average cost of capital using book value. We will write as it is, whatever is given in the question. Okay, so he has given us equity share capital, that is 1 lakh. Already I showed you how to calculate, how we got 1 lakh. Okay, and rupees 10 is per share, and preference share, how many are there? Preference share 2 lakhs divided by 100, how much will get?
2000.
2000 shares. How much is per share?
100.
100.
Is 100. Okay. Next, debentures. How many debentures we have?
8 lakh.
8 lakhs divided by 100. How much?
8 lakhs. 8,000 per shares.
No, number of debentures. The debentures I'm asking.
8,000.
8,000.
Yeah. That is 8,000 debentures at the rate of rupees 100 each. Here. $100 each. Yeah. Okay. So amount also we already discussed. We will write as it is. The book value we will write actually. Book value means you just take whatever is given there in the question. Okay. Don't change anything. Then calculate the weights now. 10,000 divided by, so 10 lakhs divided by 20 lakhs.
0.5.
0.5. Next. 2
0.1.
lakhs divided by 20 lakhs.
0.1.
0.1. Next.
0.4.
0.4.
Total
Next,
is 1.
already we done the calculation of cost. We will just write the same cost. That is cost of debt is 7.704. That is 0.007704. Then KP 0.1282. K is 0.17. Same thing I'm going to write now in the table. I'm going to write the same cost, so no need to worry. Already I've done the calculation. So now you multiply, students, cost into weight.
0.085.
0.085. Next.
0.01282.
Okay. Next.
0.0308.
Yeah. What about others? Only Vishal is telling. Others, are you getting the same answer or no?
Total
Yeah,
sir,
calculating,
0.1278.
You're getting?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next,
Yes, sir.
debenture.
0.0308.
308.
Yeah.
0.0308.
Yeah. 81816 something will get. So total it now.
0.1278.
0.1236.
0.12.
Sir, it's 1286, sir.
Yeah. Then why you told 36?
Sir,
Yeah, that's why don't be in hurry. See, whenever you're doing numerical, students, you need to be very slow. I mean to say not slow means not your pace, but you have to be very patient. You should have a lot of patience and don't do very hurry, but you should not do. Okay. Or else you end up doing mistakes. That's a silly mistake they call it as in numericals. Okay. So how much is the WACC now?
12.86.
12.86%. 12.86% is the weighted average cost of capital as per book value. What is the next step? What else is asking to calculate?
Market value.
Now we have to calculate market value. So again, market value, we have to calculate the individual cost of capital. So should we have to calculate again?
Cost don't change, sir.
Yeah, very good. I've been telling you from the previous questions also, cost will not change. You can keep it as it will be same only. Okay, the cost will not change. But what are you going to change? What will be changing?
The proportion.
Proportion. What proportion?
The equity and retained earnings.
But in this question, is it given? Return earning, is it given?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Given. Okay. Other than that, anything else? What else will change?
The amount will change, sir.
Yeah.
So share per year.
Why the amount will change?
The shares might increase.
Yeah. Because we are going to calculate now, we will take the amount as on today's market price. Earlier, what I have taken here is, we have taken as on the face value. I just multiplied 1 lakh into 10, then I got 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs. I just took 2000 shares into 100, I got 2 lakhs. I took 8,000 debentures into 100, I got 8 lakhs. So got it? This is called book value. I didn't consider the current market price. Now, when I'm doing market value, I think I'm doing this problem many times. I've done it even in the previous class, but I know still you may have not understood clearly. Again, I'm repeating. Students, please understand. So here, I'm going to multiply the number of shares, either debentures or preference share or equity or debentures into current market price. Okay. So that is what we will do now. Okay. So how much is equity now? Equity number of shares will be same. That is 1 lakh only. But how much is current market price you will take now?
So 120 per share.
You understand my question? You're going to multiply this 1 lakh shares into how much?
Market,
Price.
present market price.
How much?
22.
120?
The 22.
22. That's correct. 22. And don't consider the flotation cost when you're calculating the market price. Okay, that is only for cost. So it will be 1 lakh shares into 22. So please multiply and calculate.
22 lakh.
You'll get 22 lakhs. Next, debentures.
Sir, can I scroll up, sir?
Yeah.
Can you show that individual cost of capital, sir?
Which one? Equity or debenture or preference share?
Market value, sir. Individual cost of capital.
Market value of?
Individual cost of capital, sir. Market value.
This one?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Any doubt in this? I just taken the.
Yeah, no, sir. No, yeah. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, you have to take same cost because cost will not change. Okay. Only your amount will change. Your capital amount will change. So now tell me preference share. What is the current market price for preference share you're going to take? How many preference share we have?
120.
How much?
2 lakhs. Sir.
2 lakh.
No. Number of preference shares.
2000.
2000 into how much you're going to multiply?
100.
Yeah, here is given clearly preference share 120 per share. So it is 2000 shares into 120. So multiply.
Sir, could you go a bit slow, sir?
Pardon me?
Sir, could you go a bit slow, sir? Because writing is becoming a little bit problem if you go so fast.
Okay. Yeah. Shall I tell again? Ariyaran?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So preference share, I know it is 2000 shares we have. So we have to multiply this number of shares into current market price. Current market price of preference share is 120. So now you have to multiply 120 into 2000. That's how same thing I've written in the Excel. Clear? So now you multiply.
2,40,000.
Yeah. Ariyaran, how much you got?
40,000.
2,40,000, sir.
2,40,000. Confirm? Yeah.
Yes.
Next, debentures. How many shares? How many debentures we have?
8,000 debentures.
8,000.
Debentures. And then how much is the current market price?
110.
110.
110. So 8,000 into 110 you write here. All of you write down.
8,80,000.
8,80,000.
Yeah. So 8,000 into 110. How much you'll get?
8,80,000.
8,80,000. So now you calculate the total.
33,20,000.
Okay. Others also please calculate.
33,20,000.
Yes, sir.
Ariana, how much you got? Ariana,
33 lakh 20%.
you're still calculating? Yeah.
3 lakh,
33 lakh.
33,20,000, sir.
20,000. Yeah. Okay, I think now time is up already. So will you calculate the remaining part?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Share this Excel in your this thing, but problem is you'll get the answer. Watch the video and you can do it. Weights you calculate, cost you take as it is what we have done now, and then you multiply that, you'll get it. So it's very easy. Okay. Or else we'll do it next class. So thank you, students. I don't want to take much time. So thank you very much for joining.